to track all the details emerging in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor. Now, Indian Army repulsed a swarm drone attack by Pakistan using its anti-drone weapons last night. This is the second such attack carried out by Pakistan. The second wave began at 4 a.m. after the first wave that began at about 8:30, the second began at 4 a.m., which was effectively taken care of by the Indian Army. Pakistani troops also resorted to numerous ceasefire violations along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir. The drone attacks were effectively repulsed and a befitting reply was given to all the ceasefire violations. The L-70 and the Zu-23 guns were used to effectively neutralize all the drones. And this is in view of India-Pakistan border escalation. The Indian Army repulsed a swarm drone attack after the initial attacks that were carried out across the Jammu region at about 8:30, and the other western front, it is now given to understand a second wave also began at 4 a.m. this morning, and that too was effectively taken care of by the Indian Army. What are L-70s and the Zu-23 that were used by the Indian Army? Let's take a look. The L-70 is an anti-aircraft gun. It was effectively deployed yesterday. The guns can bring down all unmanned aerial vehicles. So they have likely to have brought down the UAVs, have brought down the drones that Pakistan was operating. The gun has enhanced target acquisition and automatic target tracking capability. L-70 has a high-resolution electro-optical sensor as well. The L-70 is also equipped with a muzzle velocity radar. And they were effectively used yesterday along with Zu-23 guns to neutralize all the drones sent out by Pakistan, as many as 50 drones sent by Pakistan. My colleague Deepak Badana joining us live from Vijay Chowk. He's at the center of all the action that is likely to take place in the national capital. Deepak, we now know that at least no press conference by Ministry of Defence that's been called at about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. That also was a part of all that misinformation doing the rounds. But some confirmation now coming in from the Indian Army on the volley of drones that were sent out by Pakistan, suggesting that all were effectively neutralized and they were sent out in two chunks. One, of course, was the attack that took place at 8:30 at night, which was last night, and the other one which took place at about 4 in the morning. What do we know about the second wave of attack?
So the second wave of attack, Shweta, was meant so that at least some drones would hit something in India, and the Pakistani army basically needs something to save face. As of the last few days, the Pakistani air defense systems have been exposed, and these are the Chinese supplied H-series air defense systems. What they found is that they found the Indian air defense shield to be almost impenetrable. The latest wave of attacks that came was actually disrupted by Indian surface-to-air defense systems, including the Akash, which is a rather long-range, looking at distances up to 100 kilometer and above. Then the Zu-23 that was used and the L-70, these actually look at close air defense, so within ranges of say 1 to 5 kilometers. Furthermore, we also have the MRSAMs, which are the medium-range surface-to-air missiles. These have taken care of any intrusion, any aerial intruder in the ranges of 70 to 100 kilometers. So what we have here is a state-of-the-art defense system that has neutralized virtually every single incoming intruder on part of the Pakistani army. Presently, we also have some updates for you. The RM will be meeting the CDS very soon. There are also some meetings that are going to happen with the DG BSF and the leadership of the CRPF. So things are moving fast at Vijay Chowk this morning, Shweta.
Things moving fast at the center of all the action. That is the Vijay Chowk this morning. That is what my colleague Deepak Badana is bringing us. Is also giving us details of India's air defense systems, the close air defense system by the way of L-70 and Zu-23, as well as the MRSAMs, which have been effectively deployed by India. Air Marshal VPS Rana, who's also a defense and strategy expert, joining us on the show. Air Marshal, India's defense preparedness at full show. since yesterday. So the Beat, the S-400s, the MR-SAMs or the close air defense systems, it essentially means that all the equipment that India has in its arsenal was able to effectively neutralize any attack that Pakistan likely carried out in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, thank you, Sweta. I think whatever is the news reports that we have seen, there have been swarms of drones that have attacked many positions inside, are mainly attacking the airfields and the vital installations. This is an era of drone war. These particularly, all these drones, particularly the swarm drones, are too much of a nuisance. They may not create the kind of damage, but it creates a lot of panic. It creates, as you would have seen in Jammu, Pathankot, Avantipur, and further up, there was a lot of panic on ground. Despite we shooting down as many as what report says, more than 50 such drones, but there are drones and there are drones. The drones could be a very cheap, the $50, $100 kind of drone, and then there are very, very highly sophisticated drone systems, like probably the one we used to neutralize.
Right. Marshal, how many swarm drones does Pakistan have, and are they the cheaper versions of the drones, the sophisticated drones that India has?
Yeah, but they have all these kind of this thing. Mostly the Chinese supplied. When you talk about a swarm drone is nothing but sending large number of drones together.